Welcome into day number 3 here at the 2024 Northwest American Legion Regional. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard as we're going to bring you game 1 of day number 3 between Lakeside Recovery, the team out of Washington, and the host team, the Billings Scarlets. Now, if we go back to yesterday's action, Washington fell to Eugene in the 1-0 game, and Billings victorious in historic fashion over Pocatello with a no-hitter from Drew McDowell.
Yeah, and a great effort it was indeed. Not only didn't allow any hits, he only allowed 3 balls hit out of the infield the entire game, and it was the first no-hitter thrown in regional competition. You have to go all the way back to 2019 to find the last time it was done.
Pretty impressive there. Billings now, with that win, get themselves to day 3, and they'll face the team from Lakeside Recovery, the Washington squad. Yesterday, they fell 9-4 to the Eugene Challengers, and funny enough, that game also had some pitching significance as through 4 1/3, it was a perfect game.
Yeah, the pitcher for Eugene yesterday carried a no-hitter into the 5th inning. Finally, the coaching staff came in to take him out just because they didn't want his pitch count to get too high, because they wanted to be able to hang on to him, to have him at least be able to come back and pitch in a potential championship situation coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, so a lot of strategy going in. Now these two teams fighting for a spot in day number 4 in the semifinal games, and we'll see who is victorious. It's Lakeside Recovery facing the host team, the Billings Scarlets, right here on mylocalradio.com. I'll be right back. This presentation is brought to you by Ready.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Welcome here to Billings, Montana. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard for game number 1 of day number 3 at the 2024 American Legion Northwest Championship here. And day 3, you have 2 teams eliminated. We're going to see 2 more eliminated today, and 1 will be eliminated in this game with the Billings Scarlets, the host team, taking on Lakeside Recovery, the Bellevue squad from Washington, in what is to be a stellar contest here in the first game. Obviously, if you've watched us for the past few days, you know, starting the day a little bit later in the day because we only have 3 games happening in today's contest. This one, obviously, the first will be followed by Cheyenne and the Colorado squad, Wyoming and Colorado playing, and the second elimination game of the day. And then it'll be followed by the elusive 2-0 game where the winner will be guaranteed a spot in a championship Sunday. That game being played between the Eugene Challengers and the Anchorage Cougars out of Service Anchorage. So excited to see all those games today. Make sure you join us here on My Local Radio for every single one. But Dan, let's get a little bit into this one. It's Billings, it's Lakeside Recovery, and between these 2 squads, there has been a lot of, let's say, interesting questions throughout the tournament. Billings had that first game in which they played exceptional, allowing just 1 run. Problem is, they couldn't get the offense going. Well, yesterday they were able to 8 runs against Pocatello.
Yeah, it's we keep harping on it and going back to it that the pitching has been so dominant. Unfortunately for a team like Billings, they just literally ran into a buzzsaw on opening day. and got shut
How many
out.
teams can we say that
Yeah,
for?
and got shut out 1-0. And then they were able to bounce back yesterday, got the offense rolling a little bit, like you said, scored 8 times to earn this spot here.
You talk about buzzsaws. Let's talk about Drew McDowell yesterday. He had a no-hitter against that Pocatello squad, and that was the first no-hitter since 2019, or in fact, it happened twice in that year.
Right, it happened twice in that year, and I'd like to know. Interesting to see how many close calls they've had. How many situations, like in the Eugene game yesterday, where the guy still has not allowed a hit, and they come out and they take him out because they're looking for the bigger picture, the team picture of keeping him possibly to have him come back on Sunday.
Yeah, obviously the pitching scenarios kind of play a factor into that, because you come here and you think, okay, yeah, no-hitters and perfect games are all cool. You come here to go to Carolina, though. That's the reason. You're coming here to win this tournament and get on a flight to go to Carolina for the American Legion World Series coming up in the following week. So, obviously, a lot of decisions to be made, and it's going to be exciting to see what these two teams do today. But with that being said, the umpires headed to home plate. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll give you the rest of the pregame notes and the starting lineups for both squads right here on mylocalradio.com as you're watching the American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Ready, providing safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. We are ready for today's games.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back here to Dealer Park in Billings, Montana for Game 1 of Day 3 of the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard. It's the team out of Washington, Lakeside Recovery, facing the host squad, the Billings Scarlets, here for a spot in day number 4, the semifinal games tomorrow. Obviously, both these squads would like to be there, but only one will advance. We find out who in today's game. Again, this is the first of 3 games. This one starting here at 12:30. We'll have the second one following this one. It's Cheyenne taking on the team from Colorado, Fort Collins. That'll be played at 4 o'clock, scheduled first pitch time. And then the 2-0 game tonight. Dan Hubbard will have the call. He's my color guy for this one, but he'll be on the call for that one. It's Alaska taking on Eugene, Oregon for a spot in Championship Sunday and a potential to be just a win away, or 2 wins away from a trip to the American Legion World Series. Starting lineups being read right now out there on the field. We'll bring you them as we get into the first inning, but kind of want to talk about some interesting stats here, as thanks again to some amazing people at this tournament giving us a lot of amazing stats, and that goes all credit to our official scorer, Eric Opperman, who brings us some crazy stats. And kind of looking at the team in the matchup today, Billings, Montana has a .50 earned run average in their first 2 games, best in the tournament. You want to know why? Oh, that's because they allowed 1 run in the first game and lost, and then allowed no runs and no hits in the second game.
Yeah, exactly. they are probably, if you want to talk about pitching strong or pitching dominant so far in the 2 games, you underline them several times with 3 exclamation points. They have been dealing.
Speaking of dealing, what also goes on with pitching also is fielding related too. Not to anybody's surprise, Montana Billings also has the best fielding percentage. Let's go out radio silent for the national anthem. We are ready to go here as they'll do the American Legion Creed. And Dan, we've talked about this Creed throughout the tournament, but it's something that these players take to heart. And getting into day 3 here, they probably will do it for every single game. And it's the code of sportsmanship, as they like to call it, but it's definitely something that everybody saying it, that they mean it.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's something they live by. They take it to heart, and it shows. I mean, we've played. We were 8 games into this tournament with a maximum of 15, 16 games. There hasn't been a cross word. There hasn't been an argument. There hasn't been anything that's gone awry or gone in opposition of this creed these kids live by. As if you had to give a number grade to the sportsmanship, you'd have to give it 100%.
Yeah, give it to every single team. All right, looks like we're about ready to go. It'll be Billings, the home squad, as it looks like they're going to be out in the field first. So we'll bring you the starting lineups for Lakeside Recovery, as they'll have the bats starting off here in the top of the first. Batting in the leadoff spot, it's going to be the center fielder, Ryan Gullard. Batting in the 2-hole, it's the shortstop, Jacob Freer. He'll be followed by Colin Patrick, the first baseman, batting in the 3-hole. The cleanup hitter, it's Carter DeBrule, who is also on the mound today for the team out of Washington. Batting 5th, it's Luke Farmer, the left fielder, and then Dante Santulli, the catcher, will bat 6th. Garrett Sauerwein will bat 7th and play right field. The 8-hole, second baseman Declan England, and then batting in the 9th slot, it's the third baseman Joe Foss. The defensive alignment for the Billings Scarlets go as followed. The first baseman, Jacob Wilcox, the second baseman, Cade Vattensdahl, and the third baseman, Nate McDonald. The shortstop, Kyler Northrup, and the outfield from left to right, Nolan Berkram, Mason Brasso, and Brady Randall. And then the battery today, it's Jared Pinter. Catching on the mound, Zach Stewart for Billings, the lefty. Stewart making his first appearance here in the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional. And we'll have to see if he can match his teammates Colton or Drew McDowell, as a no-hitter is going to be tough to follow.
It definitely would be, as we are ready to play as the first batter of the game steps in.
Rylan Gullard will step in here, and the first pitch at 12:31 goes for ball 1. Want to know the count here? As the 1-0 pitch, foul ticked, 1 ball and 1 strike. 71 degrees here in Billings, Montana at first pitch. Some cloudy skies in the area, but relatively blue from what we can see in front of us at the moment.
Just a little bit of a haze.
1 ball, 1 strike. On the mound, Stewart comes home. Has that launched in the deep left field, sending Berkram back. He's looking, watching, and that ball's way out of here. Ryan Gullard starts the first game of the day with a bang. 1-0 Washington. Gullard put a charge into that one, and man, he just absolutely launched it.
Can't ask for much better start than that.
Second home run of the tournament for Washington, first for Gullard. Carter DeBrule has the other one. Here comes Jacob Freer, and 1 batter in. It's Lakeside recovery with a 1-0 lead. A strike to the left-handed hitting Jacob Freer. Strike 2, and quickly Stewart here making a good comeback after that homer. 0-2 pitch, left on left. On the ground, inside part of the bat. The shortstop, Northrop, gloves, and on the run makes the throw in time for out number 1. 6-3 the putout. Colin Patrick now steps up the 3 slot.
That'll wake you up. You give up a home run and then on your 3rd pitch of the game. That will make you find the strike zone in a hurry.
Colin Patrick, 1 for 4 with a double in the tournament. Also has scored a run. Has 1 walk to his name, but has also struck out 3 times. First pitch from Stewart is a kind of check swing down the first base line. It will go foul, though. A 0-1 pitch comes from Stewart. And he has that fly into right field. Pretty shallow. Randall coming on, the second baseman, also out there, and he's the one who makes the catch. Vatnsdal calls off Randall, the right fielder, and Wilcox, the first baseman, and grabs it for out number 2. It's always a tough play over there, but if you see the ball in that kind of no man's land in that area, second baseman usually has the best angle at it. 2 gone in the inning for Carter DeBrule. He had a homer yesterday against the Eugene squad. He swings through that fastball there. Watches strike 2, and quickly 0-2 now on the Washington 4 slot. DeBrule started in both games thus far for Washington. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, Zach Stewart gives up a bomb on the 3rd pitch of the game. Then after that goes 1, 2, 3, but a run on the board after the homer from Ryan Gullard. Bottom of the 1st, the Scarlets looking to respond when we come back. This presentation of the American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament is brought to you by Ready Industrial Construction and Support Services. Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back here to Billings, Montana. 1-0 the score after the big fly from Ryan Gullard to lead off the top of the 1st inning. It's Billings' turn to respond. Let's give you their starting lineup here. Starting first, it's the left fielder, Nolan Berkram, with the .600 average, 3 for 5 in the tournament. Batting in the 2 slot is the third baseman, Nate McDonald. He'll be followed by Kyler Northrop, the shortstop, in the 3 slot. It's the designated hitter in the 4 slot. The cleanup role, it's Cody Collis. And batting 5th, the right fielder, Brady Randall. Jacob Wilcox will play first base and bat 6th. Batting 7th, that's the center fielder, Mason Brasso. And then Jason Pinter, the catcher, will bat 8th. And rounding out the order, it's the second baseman, Cade Vattensdahl. We'll get to the defensive alignment for Washington as we go here. But on the mound, it's Carter DeBrule, who has a first pitch fastball strike. No balls and 1 strike as DeBrule quickly working here. Berkram at the plate. 3 for 5, as I mentioned, scored 2 runs as well. Has that one go in the left-handed hitter's batter's box for ball number 1. The infield, first base, it's Colin Patrick. Second base, it's Declan England. And third base, Joe Foss. The shortstop, Jacob Freer. 1 ball, 1 strike turns into 2 balls and 1 strike after the low pitch. The outfield from left to right for Washington, Luke Farmer, Ryan Gullard, and Garrett Sauerwine. 2-1. And fouling it off at the plate is Berkram for a 2 ball and 2 strike count. As I mentioned, Carter DeBrule on the mound doing the catching today. It's Dante Santulli. That's the battery for Washington. 2-2 to Berkram. Outside, the count will run full on the first batter DeBrule sees. Three-two. Outside for ball 4. He works the walk, his second of the tournament, and improves that on-base percentage. Leadoff man on, Nate McDonald steps into the box, the third baseman. McDonald 1 for 6 in the tournament, has scored 2 runs as he has walked once. Struck out twice. As the runner off first base, Berkram, he puts the bunt down, and it's perfect. Down the third base line, and it's grabbed by the third baseman, but unable to make the play is Foss. It's a bunt single, and quickly 2 runners are on for the Scarlets.
You couldn't have walked out and set that ball down in a better spot. Just inside the line where the third baseman had to field it, and he was not. By the time he got to it, all he could do was pick it up and put it in his pocket.
So Joe Foss unable to make the play there, and now we go to the 3 slot, Kyler Northrop, the shortstop. Corner infielders in as maybe expecting the bunt again. Middle infielders at double play depth. DeBrule comes home, the bunt laid out. He gets it down. DeBrule off the mound, has the ball, looking at first. The second baseman over there to cover, and it's in time. Just barely. England, the second baseman, had to go cover as DeBrule, the pitcher, had it. Patrick, the first baseman, was up there as well. They get the out, but the runners move up 90 feet to second and third. Brings up the 4 slot, the designated hitter, Cody Collis. Give the sack bunt to Kyler Northrop. Collis 2 for 6. First pitch up high, ball 1. Lefty at the plate. Collis has started in both games for Billings. DeBrule with a 1-0 lead, but runners in scoring position for the Scarlets. A bouncer up the middle. England has it at second, fires to first in time, but a run comes across to score. We're tied up at 1. Berkram, after the leadoff walk, comes home to score. McDonald now 90 feet away from being the go-ahead run as Cody Collis does his job and gets the RBI.
Yeah, guys at second and third, just the idea, just put the ball in play. Make the middle infielders field the ball because they don't have a play.
Brady Randall at the plate, flies it fouled on the first base side, out of play in the right field concourse. Randall still looking for that first hit in the tournament. Up high. Partially because he's only played 1 game. He was 0 for 2 in the contest he played in. Did have 1 walk, though. 1-1. Lines it foul again into the concourse on the right side. Count is 1-2 as DeBrule tries to strand that go-ahead run at third base. Fly ball into deep left field. Running back is Farmer. He's on a dead sprint, and that's going to hit the base of the wall. Randall racing to second. An RBI double has Scarlets on top of Washington.
Turned on it, got the big end of the bat out in front. And playing in this bigger ballpark, for the outfielders sometimes, you don't know exactly how deep they want to play, but that got over his head easily.
Now Jacob Wilcox, and with the double, Randall puts himself in scoring position. Breaking pitch goes outside. 2-1 the score as the RBI double for Randall gives Billings the 2-1 advantage. DeBrule looks back. Now the pitch home has that popped into shallow center field. It's actually going to send Gullard back a little deeper with the wind, pushing it that way, but he will make the catch. Well, the home run in the top of the first was responded here in the bottom half. Billings puts up 2 runs of their own and go into the second with a 2-1 lead. We'll be right back here. It'll be the second inning and 5, 6, and 7 up for the team from Washington. You're watching the American Legion Northwest Regional, brought to you by Ready.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
We're back here in the top of the second inning. Luke Farmer to lead us off for the Washington squad, who had the lead for approximately 1 out in the bottom of the first before Billings was able to push across the road to tie it, and then followed it up with a run to give themselves a 2-1 lead. Back out on the mound is the pitcher, Zach Stewart, the lefty. He's got a 2-0 count to Luke Farmer, the left fielder. Farmer started in just 1 game for this Washington squad as he fouls that one off for a 2-ball, 1-strike count. 0-3 was his line. Struck out once in those 3 ABs. Chops that foul, goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard. Appreciate you joining us here for game 1 of 3 on day number 3 at the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional. Zach Stewart, after going 2-0, now has it 2-2, and from the windup comes home. Right back up the middle, the shortstop moves to his right. Northrop goes to the first base bag and has the throw in time for out number 1 on a nice smooth 6-3 putout.
Happiest guy out there in a white jersey right now is the pitcher. Having given up a home run to the leadoff man, have his team come back and not only get him even, but get him a lead before he has to go back out to the bump. He's the happiest guy in the field.
Well, and credit to him, he had that home run and then got the Washington squad 1-2-3 after that with a line out, a pop out, and a strikeout. He's got Dante Centulli already in a hole after a swinging first pitch strike. Centulli, in his second game here today, 0-for-3 in the first. He struck out all 3 ABs. And quickly 0-2 here. The 0-2 pitch. Chopped to the third baseman. McDonald has it across the diamond. Right there to grab it is Wilcox at first for out number 2. And quickly the last 6 batters have been set down by Zach Stewart.
It just makes home runs generally are considered to be a mistake, and that's kind of what the guy hit was a ball left out over the plate. He just turned on and got enough of it to get it out.
Garrett Sauerwein tries the bunt and pops it over the netting. Kind of stabbed at that one. Tried to bunt for hit there with 2 outs. Sauerwein 1-for-3 in the contest yesterday. Only contest he's appeared in. Sporting the number 19, the 0-1. Just outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, I think in some ways you mentioned the mistake. It may be easier to come back from a home run than, a little bit of a rally coming as the 1-1 pitch. It comes with a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes because one pitch is a mistake, it goes out. If you're getting base hit after base hit, it can kind of be hard to figure out what's going on. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. 6 straight retired after the home run by Zach Stewart, and Billings with a 2-1 lead has a chance to add to it in the bottom of the second inning. Right now, coming up here on the American Legion Northwest Regional, brought to you by Ready, providing safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. We are ready.
High school sports. We love it. We support it. We're your #1 fan. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their love for sports. You are champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong successful financial habits. You're awesome. Trona Valley, member NCUA. TronaValley.com. We're here for you.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Bottom of the second inning here, 2-1 the score. Billings Scarlets on top of the Washington team on a Lakeside recovery. Carter DeBrule back out on the mound. He'll face 7, 8, and 9 here in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch is a strike called to Mason Brasso. Brasso has played in both games, but he has not started in both of them, only started in one of them. He has a 1-for-3 effort thus far in the Northwest Regionals. He takes ball 1. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard. 2-1 it reads on the T7 Propane scoreboard in favor of Billings. Outside with that pitch, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside pitch, 3-1. Carter DeBrule walked the leadoff man in the bottom of the first. He came around to score, trying to not do the same here. 3-1 from the windup. Line drive into right field, hardly having to move over there is Sourwine as he just takes a couple steps to his left, grabs it, and retires Mason Brasso for out number 1. Jaron Pinter will step up, the catcher. Takes his hacks from the right side as DeBrule from the windup has the first pitch to him. A fastball doesn't find the zone. Second pitch also away. Pinter, 0-for-4 in the tournament, has scored 2 runs. Walked once, lines that into the seats on the left field side for strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. 68-mile-an-hour breaking ball finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. DeBrule from the windup, the 2-2. Outside, 66-mile-an-hour on the slider. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pinter at the plate. Watches it. Strike 3 called as he'll toss the bat, but he's going to have to go pick it up and run back to the dugout. He's struck out for out number 2. Backwards K, the first strikeout of this afternoon for DeBrule. Cade Vatnsdahl will step up, the second baseman for the Billings squad. He's also the 9-hole. Watches ball 1 just a tad outside. Carter DeBrule, like a lot of the pitchers we've seen, working very fast with it. Strike 1. 1-1. Check swing. They're going to say he went across. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1, 2, 3 goes the Billings squad. A nice bounce back inning for Carter DeBrule after giving up 2 in the bottom of the first. We go to the Uinta I Envision third inning coming up right here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network. It's the American Legion Northwest Regional, brought to you by Ready.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Huber with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
Quickly moving and quickly back here. It's an 0-2 count to the first batter of the third inning. Declan England at the plate as Zach Stewart quickly again working. He's retired the last 6 batters. 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jace Andrews, Dan Hubbard here calling the top of the third and Uinta I Envision third inning, where our vision is to improve yours. Zach Stewart's 1-2. Is a chopper right side moving over as Vatnsdahl. It's the first baseman Wilcox. Tosses it to Stewart. He reaches first base as winning the foot race ahead of Declan England for out number 1. 7 straight retired now after the home run by Ryan Gullard. Joe Foss, the third baseman now, will step up at the plate. First AB of the game as he's the 9 slot. First pitch swinging. On the ground to Northrop, the shortstop. Throw across to the first baseman Wilcox. 2 gone here in the top of the third quickly.
So that's the key. It doesn't matter what level you're at. The key is, as a pitcher, you're trying to have him hit the ball on the ground. Easiest outs. And if you keep the ball on the ground, you get good plays by the infielders behind you.
Also helps it took 1 pitch off his pitch count there as well, so that's a big thing there. Ryan Gullard had a home run his first time up. Watches a strike here. Gullard is the only man not just to hit the ball, but to reach. Ever since then, it's been 8 up, 8 down. He fouls it off, 0-2. We'll bring up the trend because it's happening. Carter DeBrule struck out to end the top of the first. And then Garrett Sauerwein struck out to end the top of the second. 0-2 pitch here with 2 outs. Fouled off into the netting of the dugout over there for the Washington squad. Gullard, the 5th guy to homer into this tournament. Swings through that one, and for the third straight inning, Zach Stewart retires the last guy via the K. Bottom of the Uinta I Envision third inning coming up. 2-1 the score on the T7 Propane scoreboard, and you're watching right here on MyLocalRadio.com. The American Legion Northwest Regional, brought to you by Ready Industrial Construction and Support Services.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Bottom of the Uinta Iron Vision third inning coming your way. 2-1 the score for the Scarlets as they lead Washington. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard. Carter DeBrule in the bottom of the second inning retired 1-2-3 the 7-8-9 hitters. Now we go back to the top with Nolan Berkram. DeBrule from the windup, the first pitch. Fastball off the outer part, 1-0. Berkram walked in the first, came around to score. The pitch, low. Ten straight batters set down by both these pitchers. Make it 11. Fly ball into center field. Gullard to the left makes the catch. One out here in the bottom of the third inning. Nate McDonald singled in the first inning, back up here for his second AB. 2 runs in the first for the Scarlets, 1 in the first for Washington. Both pitchers seem to have been settled into the game thus far after that. Outside with the fastball, 65 miles an hour, maybe a bit of change up there. 1-0. Shakes off the first pitch, now comes home. That launched into deep left field. Moving back is Farmer. He's at the track. He looks up. It's off the wall. They're going to say gone. No, it's saying it's off the top of the wall. Racing to third is McDonald. Sliding in safe. It gets away. He stays put. I'm trying to see. I thought that was over the line. Billings is saying it's a home run. Everybody questioning. I thought it was over the yellow line. And the coach immediately out to question it. Now, I'm far away. I don't have the call, but it looked like it bounced off the fence. There's a guy out there in left field saying it hit the fence. You can't trust him, but I mean, if he's saying it, at least. I was about to say, it's the host squad, so I guess he's from Billings. I got to be honest, though. I thought it hit off the fence, which is over that yellow line. They're going to have a discussion about it. Home run! It's a big fly for Nate McDonald, and Billings leads 3-1. Well, that was the most anticlimactic home run call you'll ever hear. Besides that Jason Worth one where they had to call it again. Well, it's 3-1, our second homer of the game. Yeah, 3-1 the score. Kyler Northrop will step into the plate. He sat a sack bunt last time and takes a strike. If you don't know what I'm meaning, Jason Worth had a home run with the Nationals. They didn't know it was a home run. They brought him back to home plate and made him swing again without a bat. Go look it up on YouTube. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see. 0-2 after the homer, 1 out in the inning. Northrop at the plate. Outside, it's 1-2. Well, the homer ended the 5 straight retired by DeBrule, and the 11 straight retired overall. Up high, 2-2 now. Add an extra run to the T7 Propane scoreboard for the Scarlets. DeBrule comes home, the 2-2. And inside part of the bat going foul on the third base line.
He really busted that one in on his hands. There was no way he was going to get that ball in fair territory.
Not at all. 2 balls in, 2 strikes. Outside. 3-2. Good AB put together by Northrop. From the windup. Flied foul as we'll do it again. Yeah, that was pretty funny. There was a guy in left field because that is an open area, and he was just waving like, "Oh yeah, it's a homer. It's a homer. I promise." We're in Billings. We can't trust you.
We were out there earlier today. That's where we shot our opens at.
Inside and hits him on the 3-2 pitch. Man, it always hurts a little more when it was ball 4, but he'll take the bag either way.
I mean, there was a picnic area and some grass and a concrete walkway out behind the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the guy's just hanging out there.
Looks like they're throwing a ball out there. I see a glove and a couple of guys just tossing the rock.
doing some construction out there across the street.
First pitch to the designated hitter, Cody Collins.
And gates open out there to the outside areas. People just wandering in. We saw a couple of ladies out there walking, getting their exercise or steps in earlier today.
Collis put the bunt out, but pulls back and watches ball 2. Cody has an RBI to his credit today on a ground out back in the first. And pitch home. Strike taken. Two balls, one strike. A chopper on the infield to Freer. Flip to the second baseman, England across to first. It's late, as it's just going to be a fielder's choice. Had the shot at double play, but Collis' speed beats it out. 2 outs as Brady Randall with an RBI double to his name will step back into the box for the second time. There is ball 1, a little low there to the batter Randall. Brady Randall with that double, that was his first hit of the tournament. Watches for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. As that fouled off the edge of the bat. 2 balls and 1 strike now with 2 outs. On the ground, fouled on the third baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. The homer by Nate McDonald has us sitting at 3-1 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Carter DeBrule on the mound trying to keep it at just the 2-run deficit and get his boys back with the bats.
I shoot him to you. You shoot him back to me.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. DeBrule comes home. Runner goes. Fastball. Throw down to second. Not in time. There's the ball outside. Count goes full. Stolen bag for Cody Collis. Collis' first stolen bag of the tournament. The 3-2 pitch coming to Brady Randall. On the ground, through the right side, it's a base hit. Collis rounding third, the right fielder Sauerwein throws it, it's going to be cut off late. 4-1 Billings. RBI single for Brady Randall. He has 2 RBI on the day. Jacob Wilcox will now step in, and that's where the stolen bag can hurt you. Gets to second, and the base hit scores him. Cody Collis now 4 for 8, 500 average in the tournament. First pitch to Wilcox is popped up into shallow center field. It's the second baseman, England, who makes the catch and retires the side, but 2 runs come across to score. Nate McDonald has our second big shot of the day, and Brady Randall has an RBI single. We'll be right back. It's the 4th inning coming your way at the American Legion Northwest Regional, right here on MyLocalRadio.com, brought to you by Ready Industrial Construction and Support Services.
At Blacks Fork Dental, we're not just a dental office, we're a family. We believe in inspiring lasting smiles, and that means welcoming patients of all ages. From the littlest smiles to the wisest grins, our team is here to provide gentle and caring dental care for your entire family. Our warm and friendly atmosphere will make you and your kids feel right at home, ensuring every visit is a positive one. At our office, we use the latest technology to provide top-notch care for your family's dental needs, from x-rays to crowns, ClearCorrect to implants, or even dentures. Blacks Fork Dental, where advanced technology meets compassionate care. Join our dental family today by scheduling at blacksforkdental.com.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for two. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Zach Stewart back out on the mound with a first pitch strike to the batter Jacob Freer here in the top of the fourth inning. 0-1 is the count. Freer grounded out back in the bottom, or rather top of the first inning. Second pitch is fouled away. It's 0-2. Want to let you know, if you're a baseball player, have a kid who's a baseball player in the area, there's going to be some scouting events coming up here in the Billings area at Pertz Field on September 14th. From 1 to 5 p.m. as that one is low for ball one. It's going to be areacodebaseball.com. There's going to be events that will be led by area code staff, coaches, and scouts, as it's going to be a development series and it'll be hosted in the morning for young athletes for 6th, 7th, and 8th grades. And that one, swing and a miss from Jacob Freer. A strikeout here, just like he ended the third. Starts the fourth with a K. Colin Patrick, a pop out back in the first. I also got a discount code for you if you're wanting to join these events. There's going to be a couple of colleges that will attend. Miles Community College, MSU Billings, and the University of Jamestown are going to be sending scouts. And if you're selected, you could be moving on to the area code regional tryout as well. 1 ball, no strikes here to the batter, Colin Patrick. He lines that into left field for a base hit as the, 10 in a row set down streak gets broken up now by Colin Patrick's single. So again, if you want to join that Area Code Baseball, you can go to areacodebaseball.com and you can get a discount code through August 14th. Use the code 294034. Again, that's the discount code at 294034 to join the Area Code Baseball scouting events. Strike one taken by Carter DeBrule. He struck out to end the first. Back out on the plate here with a runner at first base.
You know, and somebody who's kind of been through that and worked in minor league baseball for a long time, that's the biggest thing. To get, if your child plays baseball and wants to play, the big thing is get them to an event to where they're going to get in front of the eyes of some of these scouts and be seen.
Well, especially if you move on, there's a lot of things that can happen from there. Again, discount code 294034. You can use that through August 14th. 0-2 pitch inside. DeBrule backs away. DeBrule in the tournament, 1 for 5. Has 4 strikeouts. Does have a homer, though. The 1-2 from Stewart. Flied into center field. Brasso going back into right center field, left center field. He'll make the catch in the gap for out number 2. Long distance to travel there for the center fielder.
Able to go get it, track it down.
Luke Farmer now steps up, grounded out in the second inning, and is only AB thus far. Stewart checks the runner. He's going to throw over. First pitch down to Farmer. He'll fly it foul on the first base side. It'll go out of play. Over the concourse into the street. Mountains in the background in your screen as Billings, Montana, the host of this 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional.
Yeah, this is a beautiful view.
The 0-1. Slider doesn't find the zone. 68 miles an hour on the pitch, 1-1. Stewart comes set. Watches the runner and comes home. Check swing, fouled off, 1-2. The green bat with the green jersey for Luke Farmer. He's got a 1-2 count on him with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. DeBrule standing off first. Swing and a miss. And for the 4th straight inning, it ends with a strikeout for Zach Stewart. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Billings a chance to add to the 3-run lead here when we come back. It's the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Ready Industrial Construction and Support Services.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
Welcome back here to Billings, Montana. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard. It's the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional, and it's Billings who'll be back with the bats. Looks like we got a new pitcher on the bump as well for this Washington squad, as Carter DeBrule's day is done, and they're going to bring on Joe Foss. He originally played third base. It's a hard switch. DeBrule will go over to third. Foss will come into pitch. Those are the only changes that we need to make. So close the book on DeBrule. He goes 3 innings, allowing 4 runs on 4 hits.
Give up a pair in the first, a pair in the third. So, it's again, if you don't quite have it, this isn't the time to mess around. As you could let you search around and try to find it.
Fastball strike to the leadoff hitter Mason Brasso. Brasso led off the second. That was the 1-2-3 inning that DeBrule had. DeBrule also walked 1 batter. The 0-1. Brasso fouls it off the face mask of the catcher Santulli.
It's an elimination game, and if the pitching are struggling, you get them all out of there. It's go through them quickly if you need to.
There's no waiting around. Your season could end today if you don't have whatever you got
Exactly.
left.
And if anybody down there, you can pick up a baseball, you're eligible to throw.
0-2. Brasso strikes out looking. Pulled back his swing, but it's strike 3 called by the home plate umpire, Craig Mills. Jaron Pinter. Backwards K his first time up. The 7-8-9 hole trying to get something going. They went 1-2-3, as I mentioned, in the second. Here now in the fourth, trying to change their fortunes. 1-0 from Foss. He flies that into center field, moving back is Gullard to the left and makes the catch. 2 gone. Quickly 2 out here in the bottom of the fourth, and Cade Vatnsdahl will step up. 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Strike. First pitch there to Vatnsdahl. Watches for strike 2. No messing around here from Foss. He's getting the ball, throwing strikes. Seen that a lot this weekend. 0-2 here coming home from the windup. Line drive right side. It's through for a base hit for the 9-slot Vatnsdahl. He is on, and the inning will continue for Billings. We go back to the top of the order. It's Nolan Berkram now to step up. Berkram has walked and flown out today. His third AB in the 4th inning just.
That's the other reason why you go to the bullpen and bring in somebody new.
Yeah, 3rd time through the order coming through now. Ball outside, 1-0. Check on the runner. Vatnsdahl with a decent lead at first. Coming home. Berkram watches, ball 2. Awaiting on deck is Nate McDonald. He's got a single, and he was the one who hit the homer for Billings over the left field wall, and Not over it, actually off the top of the fence. Berkram, though, will ground to the shortstop, flip to the second baseman, England, for out number 3. So McDonald will be stranded. He'll lead off the bottom of the 5th. But now we head to the top of the 5th, where it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Dante Santulli, Garrett Sauerwein, and Declan England for the Washington squad. When we come back, it's the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional on MyLocalRadio.com on the My Local Radio Sports Network, brought to you by Ready.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Top of the 5th inning, a swinging strike to Dante Santulli to start off here for Zach Stewart as he's back out on the mound for his 5th inning of work. Jace Andrews, Dan Hubbard joining you here. 0-2, foul tipped into the mitt by Santulli, who was grounded out once today. Latter innings here for Washington, down by 3. Santulli flies it into right field. Randall goes over and makes the catch for out number 1. Garrett Sauerwein will step up. He has struck out in his only plate appearance thus far. Sauerwein has the first pitch go high for ball 1. Sunny skies here from Billings, Montana. Foul ticked back into the netting, 1-1. The reason I say that, well, it wasn't so sunny the first day of the tournament, nor really most of the day yesterday as well. Kind of cloudy and gloomy throughout this tournament thus far, but finally here on Friday, the sun has come out to play. 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1.
May not be with us very long, however. We got word before the game started today that tomorrow's games could be affected by some weather.
Oh, gosh.
So they're considering moving the start times up tomorrow.
Popped up right side. It's going to go out of play.
So
could be a 9 and 12:30?
Well, it depends on how far they want to move them up. I think the rain supposedly was later afternoon into the evening tomorrow. But we'll see where they move them to. Keep an eye on MyLocalRadio.com.
Ground ball up the middle. Second baseman does not get it. It's going to be a base hit. Even if he would have got to it, I don't think he would have made the throw anyway. It's a single for Garrett Sauerwein. Yeah, make sure you look at the stream times.
Yeah,
for our games.
Also you can check on the My Local Radio Facebook page, My Local Radio Sports Facebook page. And if or when they do decide to change those game times, we will certainly inform you the best we can.
First pitch strike to Declan England. 0 for 1 the day with the ground out. Has a runner off first base. Just the 3rd hit of the game for Washington. Zach Stewart comes home. Swing and a miss from England. 0-2. Declan 0 for 4 combined here in the tournament. And the 0-2 pitch coming home to him. Look over at first, the pitch home, swing and a fly ball into right field, moving over Randolph to his left, under it, and makes the catch. 2 gone in the top of the 5th. Second fly out of the inning to Randall over there in right field. Joe Foss will now step up. He is the pitcher on the mound. He was the 3rd baseman to start out this game. Throw over, sliding back in safely is going to be Sauerwein. Seeing if he takes off. Not a big lead over there at first with the lefty on the mound. And again, he'll throw over. Cheyenne and Fort Collins, the second game of the day coming up after this one. First pitch, fastball up high. 4 o'clock is the scheduled first pitch time for that game. It'll be Aaron Poling and myself bringing you that one. 1-0 here coming from Zach Stewart with the runner at first base. Inside 2-0, a little high as well. And then want to remind you the 2-0 game with a chance to get to Championship Sunday with a win for the Alaska squad taking on the Eugene Challengers from Oregon. 3-0 now as Stewart misses with that pitch. Walking would get back to the top of the order with Ryan Gullard. 3 balls, no strikes. Stewart with the deep breath, comes set the pitch. Strike, no, a little low. 4 balls and a 4-pitch walk. The first walk of the day allowed by Zach Stewart brings up Ryan Gullard. Do want to mention, got word that his father, Jack Gullard, is a local legend for this Washington squad, a Hall of Famer over in that area. Looks like we're going to have a mound meeting and see if this is the end of the line for Stewart. I doubt it, the way he's been pitching and the way that Billings has been going with their rotation. Maybe one of those calm down situations, as technically Gullard is the tying run. He already does have a home run today.
Well, certainly need to be a little careful how you're going to pitch to him. There is 2 outs in the inning, however. So again, you keep the ball down, have him hit the ball on the ground. You think you'll be able to get out of the inning. What you don't want to do is get a ball middle up, middle in, have him for something where he can turn on it. You want to keep the ball thigh high or below.
2 outs in the inning. Tying run at the plate now. Stewart's pitch inside for ball 1. Much to the chagrin of the Billings squad, they wanted that first strike.
That's a good pitch.
1-0 from Stewart. Gets the outside part. 1-1.
You go away, you get a strike. Now you can go back out there, or you can come back in where you threw that first pitch that was called a ball.
Swing and a miss. He goes back inside, 1-2.
Now again, you can go either place. If it's me, I'm going away off the plate and see if you can get him to chase one.
The 1-2 with 2 outs. Chop foul. Gullard stays alive. It goes into the dugout of the Washington squad. Lakeside recovery, down 4-1 on the T7 Propane scoreboard, but runners at first and second, 2 outs and a 1-2 count to Rylan Gullard. Line drive, dropping fast. It's a base hit into left field. Coming home is Berkram. He throws. It's a nice one, and it's going to be late, though. Garrett Sauerwein's speed beats it out. It's an RBI single, and the lead is cut to 2. That was a fantastic throw from Berkram, but just a little bit offline, a little late.
He tried
up the third base line.
He tried to come back in. Unfortunately, he left it a little bit out over the plate. Certainly not where he wanted that pitch to go. And good pitch, good swing by Gullard. Knocks in the run.
Joe Foss advances to second. Gullard now at first, and the pitch to the 2-slot Jacob Freer. It's a strike on a lefty. Lefty-lefty matchup here, so the pitcher in favor. 0-1. Freer choking up on the bat. He fouls that away. 0-2. Check on the runner. The pitch home. Foul ticked as staying alive is Freer. He is now the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top of the 5th. Check on the runner. The 0-2 pitch coming home. Time called before that, though, by the batter. Long look in there as maybe a pause play put on. Trying to get in the head of that batter. The mind games. 0-2. On the ground, fouled on the first base side. Still remaining 0-2 here. Stewart comes home with the 0-2. Fly ball, left field, Berkram. Under it, camping, and makes the catch. A run comes home on the 2-out RBI single from Rylan Gullard, but that is all, as limiting the damage is Zach Stewart. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Billings trying to get back the run they gave up in the top half. Right here on the My Local Radio Sports Network, it's the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional, brought to you by Ready.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Welcome back here to the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard. It's going to be Nate McDonald to step up. A homer and a single to his name. Joe Foss back out on the mound for his second inning of work. There's a strike called. 0-1. Pitch. Strike two. Looks like we got a new second base here. And a line drive down the third base line. It's going to be into the corner and past the left fielder. Farmer can't get it. Racing to second and an RBI is a leadoff double. I'm trying to fix that. And fouled back into the netting there by the batter, Kyler Northrop. Northrop at the plate. We're trying to fix that. Working.
Outside.
Check. There we go. Head.
So a run in here in the inning, as we're working through some technical issues here, as the pitch is down low, ball 4. So Northrop walks. He'll head down to first base. Runners at first and second. 1 out here in the inning. As we play here in the bottom of the 5th, and here is Cody Collis, I should say, as he takes that first pitch down and in, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and the pitch misses down and in. Ball 2, 2-0. And hold on, that's going to get a visit to the mound, as the catcher, Jason Pinter, is going to head out and take a little visit here with Zach Stewart. As they trail 2-0, does Washington.
There we go. There we go. Okay. No, the mic is dead. I don't know what happened there. All right, there we go. We're back here. Had some technical difficulty issues. Runner on first and second. Bunt down place. It's going to be a perfect one. Runner is going to be out at first. Cody Collis tried to get the bunt single, and instead he's thrown out on a great play by the pitcher, Foss. As McDonald moves to third, and at second, it's Kyler Northrop. Two runners on, 1 out in the inning. Stepping up now, it's Brady Randall. He has a double and a single in the game. Infield in for Washington, down by 2. It's 4-2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard, and a strike called. Oh, and 1 from Foss. As that pitch go outside, it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And bounces in there, 2 balls and a strike. A base hit could double the lead for Billings. 2-1 inside. 3 balls and a strike. They're going to put him on. They're not even going to let the pitch come home. They're going to let him go walk to first base. Randall goes and now brings up Jacob Wilcox. Wilcox 0 for 2 on the day, has flown out and popped out. Both of those to end the inning.
This is a big opportunity right here for Billings with the bases loaded and already in a 2-run lead here as we play in the 5th inning. This could be the breaking point in this game. This could blow it open.
Big time here in the bottom of the 5th. Already a 2-run lead for Billings. Wilcox, first pitch swinging, fouls it away. Jacob Wilcox 0 for 8 in the tournament, but a base hit here could erase all of that for him. The 0-1. Line drive through the right side. That's going to score at least 1. And at the stop sign put up at third base as they'll work station to station. McDonald scores. Northrop is held up at third. 5-2 Billings. First base hit for Jacob Wilcox of the tournament. It's an RBI single. And now it's Mason Brasso who's 0 for 2. Big time for this bottom part of the order. Before that single from Wilcox, 6, 7, 8, and 9, they were a combined 0 for 8. Or 1 for 8, rather. Now they're 2 for 9, and trying to continue that here, Mason Brasso is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a lineout. 1 ball, no strikes. Infield still in here. Washington down by 3. Pitch home. Strike called. One ball, one strike. The pitch home. Outside, 2-1.
Interesting that they played the 2 middle infielders up. They're not interested in trying to turn a double play and get out of the inning. They want to cut the run down at the plate no matter what.
Double plays have been tough to come by on this field. 2-1. On the ground, left side. They're going to come home with it. They have it, one there. Throw down to first. It gets away. That's going to allow a run to come across. Now the second run, rounding. It's Wilcox. He's upstanding as that ball went all the way to the right field corner. 2 runs come across. It's 7-2 Billings. And immediately.
3 runs.
No, they didn't. 1 got cut out at home. Aren't they saying 1 got cut down at home? They saying he was off the bag?
They got 8 on the scoreboard, 4 runs in the inning. Now they're coming in to talk about just about that.
I was about to say, there's a lot of things happening right now.
Yeah, they got the force out at home before the throw.
That's what I'm saying. The bases were loaded. They cut down 1 runner at home. They threw and missed. And so then the runner from second scored, then the runner who was at first scored, and the runner who had the ball that was hit ends up at third. So 2 runs would have come across to score. Big discussion here.
Yeah, the big discussion going on. Once again, it's either force out at home or it wasn't. And I don't know. I didn't remember seeing a call from the home plate umpire before the throw was made. So I'm not sure if he called him out at home or not. Because the bases were loaded and saw a ground ball to third, and he came home.
Got the out there.
Then the bad throw, and it went down the line.
So it should be 7-2, right? Correct. No interference on that run. So it should be 7-2.
See, but they still have 4 runs up in the inning.
That's why I'm questioning. I think they're wrong. Well, either way, it's a fielder's choice and then an error on the catcher. Runner off third is Brasso. Jaron Pinter now steps up. Up high, ball 1. Pinter is 0 for 2 on the day. Trying to get confirmation on whether it's 8-2 or 7-2. I'm pretty confident.
They have 2 outs on the board.
Correct.
So they're
they got the out at home.
They're playing one side against the other.
Yeah,
it's an out at home or it's not.
Yeah.
Or it's a run, one or the other, not both.
I don't know. Yeah, 7-2 is the score. That's what I thought. I was like, what? 1-1. Swing and miss. 1-2 now.
So the scoreboard is wrong.
Correct.
Here in the ballpark. Our scoreboard,
right.
Our graphic is now correct. It's 7-2.
1-2 pitch. Fouled back in the netting. Staying live is Pinter. Now it's 11-2 apparently. There it goes. They fixed it. 7-2. Swing and a miss from Pinter. 3 runs come across to score as Billings increases their lead to 5. 6th inning coming your way on mylocalradio.com. It's the American Legion Northwest Regional, brought to you by Ready, providing safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. We are ready.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Welcome back here to the 2024 American Legion Northwest Regional. 7-2 the score as it's Billings on top of Washington. Lakeside recovery here for Washington at the top of the 6th. Now they need 5 runs to tie this game up. As back on the mound is Zach Stewart and a first pitch strike on the swinging foul ball there. Colin Patrick, the batter, singled in the 4th, popped out in the 1st. Fly ball into deep center field. Brasso backs up, now will come in, makes the catch, one gone.
Starting to get to be desperation time for Washington. It's trailed by 5 here in the 6th inning. Their outs are running out. They're down to 5 outs left.
One out here, and the pitch to Carter DeBrule is outside. Yeah, they're the away team in this situation, so as you mentioned here on the top of the 6th, 5 outs left for them to score 5 runs. Fastball strike called on DeBrule. And Zach Stewart has been pitching masterfully today, as I have yet to see anybody go out to the bullpen for Billings. 1-1. Popped in the air into right center field. It's the second baseman and the right fielder converging. Right fielder slides to make the catch. Randall comes in a long ways and makes the grab for out number 2.
Nifty play. Cover a lot of ground, run the second baseman off the play, and then make the catch sliding on a knee.
Luke Farmer 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. The first pitch to him. That slips out of the hand and slipped on the mound was Stewart. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. It's inside. 2 balls and no strikes. On the pitch. Chopper on the ground. The shortstop, Northrup, will be cut off by the third base. McDonald throws to first. A pick. Nice job at first by Wilcox to pick that out of the dirt. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 6th. Billings back with the bats trying to increase their lead. Already at 7-2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. We'll be right back here to the American Legion Northwest Regional on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network, brought to you by Ready.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Bottom of the 6th we go. Billings a chance to add on to their 5-run lead as they need either way 3 outs to get the victory and head into day number 4 here in Billings, Montana. The host squad Saw it last year. Just because you get the automatic bid does not mean you're here to come and play your 2 games and get out. They want to win. 7-2 the score. First pitch to Vatnsdahl is going to be lifted into center field. Coming on is Gullard. Goes to his right to make the catch, and a 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th for Foss. Jace Andrews alongside Dan Hubbard, bringing you the action for game 1 of 3 here on day number 3. Nolan Berkram will step up. He is 0-for-2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Foss's pitch is a fastball that finds the zone. Five-run lead is always, in my mind, a magical one because then no one swing can tie the game. Berkram fouls that off. 0-2. Obviously, you don't expect grand slams, but you have to think about those aspects. And if it's a 4-run lead, technically, there is a swing in baseball that can tie it up. With 5, nothing. Unless we're creating new rules, I guess.
Well, the grand slam would tie you, but it wouldn't beat you.
Not with 5 runs. Throw across the diamond in time there as DeBrule gets it to Patrick. Two outs quickly here. Nate McDonald. I'm going to mention it because it's a storyline. Singled in the first, homered in the third, doubled in the 5th. Triple away from the cycle here for McDonald. He has scored a run each of those times as well. On the ground to the shortstop. Freer has it in the glove, goes across the diamond, and no cycle today for McDonald. 1, 2, 3 go the Billings Scarlets, and Washington will have one more shot down by 5, and they have 3 outs to get it. We'll come right back with the 7th inning. You're watching this presentation of the American Legion Northwest Regional on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Ready.
At UNT County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. UNT County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Welcome back here to Billings, Montana. It's the top of the 7th and the final shot for the Lakeside recovery squad out of Washington to try and tie this game up. Down 7-2 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Dante Santulli to read us off in a first pitch swing. Looping line drive right to the second baseman, Vatnsdahl, and 1 out in the top of the 7th. Jace Andrews, Dan Hubbard bringing you the action. Garrett Sauerwein now steps up. He has 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Came around to score in the 5th. One of the 2 runs that Washington has, ground ball down the third baseline, foul. You saw a third baseman McDonald jump ready to throw.
Looked like Brooks Robinson there from the
I think he'll take that comparison.
the World Series against the Pittsburgh Pirates years ago.
0-1. Outside pitch, 1-1.
Or against the Cincinnati Reds, and neither one of those teams could hit a ball past him.
He was a legit wall on that third base line. Right down that third base side again. One and two. Zach Stewart, the pitch. Just low, 2-2. Sauerwein, 2 for 5 on the week. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, hits him, he'll take the bag. Now Now it's Declan England, ground out and a fly out in his 2 ABs. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Justin Chan will step up. He may have been the replacement at second base for Declan England. Mentioned that we saw a potential change over there, but never got the official number. 1-0 is the pitch. 1 out in the inning, runner at first base. Chan at the plate here. Pitch home. Fastball finding the strike zone. Joe Foss stands on deck if it were to get to him. 1-1. Stewart comes set. And the pitch home. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball below the zone. 76 miles an hour. It's 1-2. Stewart likes the pitch. He was given the sign. Looking at the runner. Now back to the plate. The 1-2. Fouled off as Chan stays alive. One and two. Fouled off again. Chan putting together a good AB, trying to keep this alive for his season right now. There's 1 out in the inning here in the top of the 7th, down by 5. Sauerwein off first. Small lead, the pitch home. Line drive, it's going to take a hop to the shortstop, flip to second for 1, and not being able to get out of the glove was Vatnsdal. So it's a fielder's choice, and Washington stays alive for at least one more batter. Joe Foss will now step up as the last chance for Washington. Zach Stewart trying to go CG here. The first pitch to Foss. Swing and a foul ball in the netting. Game 1 of 3 here today as the Billings Scarlets, the host team, look to advance to day 4 and play in the semifinals. The 0-1 pitch. Strike call at outer half, 0-2. Zach Stewart 1 pitch away from a 2-run, 4-hit complete game performance. Comes set, Chan at first. Looks home, the 0-2. Check swing, doesn't go across as Foss, and it's 1-2. Ball goes in the dirt there, nice block at the plate by Pinter. Comes set, and the 1-2 here to Joe Foss. Stays high, fastball up there, 2-2 with 2 outs. The 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Just high, 3-2 now. Chan will be off on the pitch with the 3-2 count and 2 outs here.
Come on, Zach, you got this, kid. You got defense behind you.
3-2. Outside, ball 4. Nice baby from Joe Foss as he keeps the game going. Ryan Gullard will step up. He has a home run to his name and a single. So a couple of RBI, and we got a mound meeting here. Looks like nobody warming. This may be one of those calm down events with runners at first and second, 2 outs.
They just said 95 on his pitch count, so he's got plenty of room left here to pitch to another batter, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Try to complete the perfect game. Just come out and see how much gas he's got left in the tank here.
Scarlets looking to advance to day number 4, where they would play the loser of tonight's game between Alaska and Eugene.
Yep, he's gotten this far. He's earned the chance to go for the complete game. Stay with him. Absolutely. Good call, Skip.
He's 1 out away. Rylan Gullard has struck out, singled, and homered. Stewart will come home. Inside pitch, bouncing at the plate. Pinter, a nice block on the slide. Washington trying to keep their season alive. 1-0. Check on the runner, the pitch home. Low. 2-0.
He's got a 5-run lead with 2 outs.
Got to throw a strike here.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Just come up and throw strikes. You don't have to be pinpoint.
Well, that's on the ground of the third baseman. He goes the easy way to second. And Billings advances to day number 3 with another incredible pitching performance. 7-2 the final as Billings knocks out the squad from Washington. We'll be right back with the post-game show and recap what happened in this game and tell you what's to come in the 2024 Northwest American Legion Regional. 7-2 Billings over Washington in game number 1 of day 3 here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. It's brought to you by Ready.
Growing up is all about having your independence, and Y-High is here to help you gain real financial freedom with a Y-High Independence Account. With an emphasis on education, growth, and experience, the Y-High Independence Account prepares you to handle your own finances, so you're ready for what life throws your way. We're talking no parent or legal guardian required on your account, no risk of collections or negative reporting, and no overdraft fees. Find your independence with a Y-High Independence Account today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
7-2 the final score here in game number 1 of day 3 as Billings advances to play in the semifinals tomorrow against the loser of tonight's 2-0 game between Eugene and Alaska. A lot of stuff to break down here. Let's go with our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Get your gourmet sub today at Jimmy John's. 7 runs on 7 hits for the Scarlets. 2 runs on 4 hits for Washington, as it was just an incredible pitching performance put together by Zach Stewart. He goes a complete game there, allowing just 2 runs on 4 hits, and has done a fantastic job with this Billings pitching staff. A lot of things have to go right for this pitching squad to do as well as they are doing. But if you think about it here, you have the first game, you allow 1 run. You have yesterday, you have the no-hitter from McDowell.
Right.
And now today, you get a 2-run complete game from your 3 pitcher, in theory, in, of course, Zach Stewart.
How many times have you heard it? Pitching will win a short series. Or in this case, pitching will advance you in a tournament. They've had great pitching performances. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, what round it is, the way they're getting pitching performances out of their 3 starters so far, you're going to win.
Billings increases their record to 60-13, and for Washington out of Bellevue, Lakeside Recovery, their season is done with a final record of 36-17. Losing pitcher Carter DeBrule, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Joe Foss, also 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts as well. 100 pitches on the dot for Zach Stewart, as he has 5 strikeouts, facing 28 batters, 7 innings pitched throughout that, and a complete game for the pitcher from Billings. That's the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap as we advance in our post-game show now to our Dr. McKay Frankum's Precision Play of the Game. And I'm going to go with the most anticlimactic home run call ever, as it's Nate McDonald. He's probably going to get another one here in just a second, but he goes 3 for 4 and has a home run off the fence out in left field. Originally thought it was going to be a triple as it bounced off the wall. The question was whether it was not over that yellow line or not. That ends up being the game-winning run. That was the third run they scored. They win it by a final score of 7-2.
3 hits, all for extra bases, a triple away from the cycle. That's the end of a good day.
Speaking of that, from our Dr. McKay's Precision Play of the Game, let's go to our Pepsi Player of the Game. Everything is better with Pepsi, presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. And who else but Nate McDonald? I think it's really close between him and Zach Stewart, but when McDonald goes 3 for 4 with a double, a homer, a single, and was a triple away from the cycle, I don't think you can give it to anybody else in that situation. He did an outstanding job. He also came around to score 3 runs, so in theory he was responsible for 4 runs of the 7, 4 runs of the 7, so he has a fantastic day at the plate, and he continues what has been a fantastic tournament for himself. Obviously, honorable mention to Zach Stewart, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, but got to be honest, the pitchers have won the Pepsi Player of the Game the past, 15 games it feels like at this point, so kind of wanted to give it to a batter for once. So there it is. Nate McDonald is your Pepsi Player of the Game. 7-2, Billings advances. Washington falls. Their season is over, but an incredible season out of the guys from Lakeside Recovery, coming all the way here to the Northwest Regional and making it to day 3 is nothing to hang your hats on. All right, Dan, we'll have the next game coming up here at Cheyenne, the team from Wyoming, taking on the team out of Colorado in Fort Collins, as pitching continues to dominate this tournament.
The champions of this tournament a year ago in Cheyenne, fighting for their lives. They need to win, as there is another elimination game coming up.
Make sure you stick around for that game. We're going to cut this stream off. We'll be back at around 3:45 for that one, so go get yourself a snack in about 2 hours. Come back and join us for that game. For Dan Hubbard and Aaron Poling, I'm Jace Andrews saying peace out from Billings. The final score, 7-2.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.